Yeah, rinse your palate. What, Emma? It's Rare Whiskey Friday. Welcome to Rare Whiskey Friday. We're gonna go through and sample a few whiskeys. Some are large brands. More often than not, they are craft brands without a large amount of distribution.
Okay.
If you should be so lucky as to live in a place where you can get this whiskey, you're welcome for the review, and thank you to the magnificent bastard that sent it in.
Yes.
That's a pretty good delivery.
It's very smooth.
You like that? Yeah.
Very smooth.
So how do you feel about sharing glasses?
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that okay?
That's fine.
Because we got 3 whiskeys and I want to do them in comparison.
Okay.
So for other reasons, by the way, Rex isn't here because we kicked him out because he felt sick.
That's why we kicked him
Surprisingly.
out?
No, we kicked him out because this is more fun.
Yeah.
But Em and I share glasses when we're doing samples down at the distillery and working on blends all the time.
I have been vaccinated.
Me too.
I'm very careful.
Okay, so Belgian malt. What we have here is a gift from, are you ready? You hold the bottle and I'll hold 2 bottles. From Kadin and Cameron Caitlin, magnificent bastards.
Kadin and Cameron Caitlin.
You
magnificent bastard.
Now I'm wondering if, nope, that's right, okay. So what we have here, and we've done Belgian Owl before, but I want to do this again on Rare Whiskey Friday, and this combination, new make, you ready? Mm-hmm. Don't read ahead yet.
Sorry.
New make, 3 years, 4 years.
Okay.
In theory, the same thing.
Ooh.
So we get to try, here you open that one, we get to try a progression, which I think is super cool.
Yeah.
Now, Etienne Bouillon, how would you pronounce that?
Etienne what?
It's Belgian.
Etienne Bouillon.
Bouillon?
Yeah, I think 2 L's makes that.
Y sound?
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass to get that top off.
This thing's torn though, so we can still open the cork.
Okay, so they opened up, and then in 2013 they brought in stills from Caperdonic Distillery in Scotland.
It was really trippy.
I can smell it from here. It smells very malty, grain heavy, funk forward.
When you still had that bottle there, it was giving like a light tint, like the independent
Oh yeah, in the
scotches where it's like just pale straw. I'm like, this should not have color to it. It does not. It does smell kind of fruity though.
I'm just getting like what's lingering on the edges.
It's very tropical. That's not bad.
Oh, applesauce.
I
You see what I mean?
More.
Huh?
I liked mine more.
Yeah.
You said applesauce, now I smell applesauce.
I know, I don't like applesauce, but
Only if it has like the cinnamon in it.
now I'm getting that really beautiful malt fruit note that we got on our distillate on the unsmoked stuff.
Very fruity.
Green apple. You know what this reminds me of? I just grabbed a new make distillate. Where did I put it? It was from Kingsbarns in Scotland. And,
A little bready.
oh, I need the key. Never mind.
It's kind of bready.
Yeah, I could see that. Almost sourdough.
Yeah.
No, just white bread. Just like French loaf bread.
Yes. I think the sour, I could believe that, but that's like the tanginess from the fruit.
Yeah.
Combining with
Almost citrusy, but not quite. Okay, look, all this did in 3 years was add vanilla to all of those fruits and citruses and grain.
Oh.
See what I mean? It's the same thing, just added vanilla. You all right there? You got it?
I was working in the distillery today and I changed for this.
Yeah.
I smell my arm. It just smells salty.
That's all sweat.
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 Like, oh, I smell great.
Yeah.
Okay, I smell fantastic.
Just adds vanilla. See what I mean?
Yeah.
And now the wood starts to show up on the 4th age. This smells closer to a young Speyside distillate than anything I've smelled not coming from Scotland.
Whereas this is a little sharp. Mm-hmm. This kind of softens, a little sweeter, but that fruit is
Still
really
there.
nice.
And now the wood starts to appear a little bit in the nose. Just a little bit. It's still very grain forward and fruit forward. I'm gonna take a sip.
This one is definitely heavier on the apple.
Yeah.
In those tropical fruit notes.
This is what one? This one?
This is the 3-year.
The 3-year-old, heavier on the apple and fruit.
Yes.
4-year-old.
It does kind of have more of that barrel impact, but it's not strong and it's not spicy or anything.
No, it's just a little bit more softened, sugared edges.
It just, this is gonna probably sound awful. Like just, people are probably gonna like shit all over this in the comments, but it just smells a little more mature.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know how else to say it. It just smells slightly older than that one.
Taste that, and that fruit, that's almost sour fruit, just dominates, and all you taste is like a flavored applesauce. Seriously.
Going back to this, it smells like green beans.
Yeah, take a sip of that.
Green beans.
And it's just flavored applesauce.
What are the proofs of these before I? Okay.
You see what I mean?
No. When I went back, it smelled like green beans, and now it tastes like canned green beans.
I don't know that I'm getting green beans. I don't
Where
eat
there's
enough
like
green beans.
the water
left
at
behind.
the bottom of the pot.
It is vegetal.
Yeah.
I don't have enough reference for that.
I come from a southern family, and we had
a lot of green beans. Well, so did I, but I only had green beans at. Well, no, we had green beans. I just don't remember.
Maybe it's like a South Carolina.
A lot more green beans.
Maybe.
Try that. Vanilla cream dominates everything. It makes everything sweet and candied instead of vegetal. But the vegetal notes are still there.
All of this just feels not very typical.
Not typical.
Yeah, like I feel like what you're saying makes sense. And it's like, yeah, the apple's there. I can see why you're saying applesauce. But then this like vegetal note comes in. It's just a combination of flavors that I don't come across very often. And I don't know if it's because like we already tried some bourbons or anything, but it's not just vanilla that comes in.
Right.
It's like combination with the vegetal note. This
is definitely the standout for me. You should try this third one, the 4-year-old. That one is way closer to like, yeah, that's more of a full-bodied whiskey.
Going back to that one, the fruit came back more.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the 3-year-old, but it's sweet. It's really sweet. This one, less sweet, but still has fruit, still has the herb. It's almost like it combined these two and tamped down everything that was in both of them. It's just a little more rounded, not surprisingly.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. I feel like so far, I don't know what happens as it gets older and older and older, but so far the 4-year-old is, I think, where it finally becomes itself instead of
way more vanilla too. That like frosting.
I feel like these are in movement. Like we're catching them in the midst of becoming. This one got there. It's still young, but it got there.
I think I like that one more.
Really? More fruity?
More fruity and just kind of weird and different.
I like this one best.
Now, coming back to all of them though, there is this like really like powdered sugar, sweet frosting on the back of the palate that I don't love.
Yeah, it's very, very sweet.
Mm-hmm. But
I don't get that in the new make at all. So that's those bourbon barrels. That's must be adding to that.
I wanted to read this because it says sustainable. I want to know how.
Who knows?
Owl Distillery.
That's some prime watching time right there. We'll just sit here and read bottles for a while. It's no big deal.
That's what nerds do, right?
Yeah, we'll be back.
I really like the labeling.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, I think it's pretty. I like the little Very simple,
Yeah.
but I like the owl.
This is not for sale for tasting purposes only. How did they get a for tasting purposes only series? Did you guys go to an event and like... Interesting.
We won't ask questions.
Nope. All right. We did it. That's the last of this series.
All right.
In theory, Rex will be back after this.
I'm just kidding. I hope you feel better, Rex.
Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight, may you fight for a friend.
If you steal, may you steal your lover's heart.
And if you drink,
May you drink with us.